Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2023 Ford F-150. This is the Platinum one. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go on the inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay, just for good measure. So first impressions are really freaking good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front just because that's usually where it is, but I'm not seeing anything. So starting off strong with a 10 out of 10, but let's start going around to see if there is anything that we can find. If I do see anything, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, and make sure you get a good visual, especially since it's raining. I'll make sure you know everything going on. So tires on here are in immaculate condition. Not super surprising since it's so new, but nonetheless, good to know, good to know. Got the bed cover back here, which is awesome. It's always a plus. So just pop in the trunk with the key fob right there. You also have this really nice bed liner. This thing is actually freaking sweet. Got your tow hitch, all the fun stuff there. So fun story, my manager was actually demoing this one. Some of the managers get to take home the cars every now and then. And you always know if you're looking at the one that they wanted to drive, you're looking at a really nice car. So that's always fun. I had to steal the keys from him for this video. Looks like we have a very small rock chip right in there. So nothing too crazy, but nonetheless, good to know, good to know. And you have one more on the side right here. Very, very small. Sweet. Well, honestly, it looks really, really nice. I give it probably a 9.5 out of 10 for the exterior. While we're out here, here's a quick look at some of our lot. This is maybe 30% of our cars. We got more over on that end, and we got more over past the other buildings over there. But we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state, which is really fun. It's nice for sales guy to be busy. So it's not super important for you, but I think it's always good for when you're out of state to know a little bit who you're working with. It's not just some guy somewhere over in Utah, you know? But let's check out the interior. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna turn the car on, obviously, but when I turn it on, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dashboard. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit, and we'll go. All right. So it looks like we got one warning light up right now, which is my seatbelt light, which is, you know, correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. So other than that, everything up here looks super, super solid. Let's look at a couple things just for good measure. Yeah, sure, let's check the tire pressure. All right, that looks good. Off-road, power distribution, engine information, pretty good. You can use an oil change, so fair enough. Seatbelts, drive assist. Awesome. So all in all, looking really, really solid. But as far as the interior condition goes, you got a lot of features. So I'm gonna go a little bit fast just for the sake of time, so we're not here forever and ever. But up here you're gonna have your adaptive cruise control. Over here's gonna be a couple other basic features, headlights and whatnot, electronic parking brake. Over here's your seat presets, one for you, one for your wife, and one for good measure. That's cool. Let's make sure your mirrors are working correctly. Folding in, folding out. Awesome, awesome. Make sure they move. Beautiful. Other side. Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's here. Beautiful, beautiful. Windows roll down. Windows roll up. And this side down and up. down here, you're going to have your heated seats, which are always a pleasure. Your cooled seats, which again, very, very useful. Let's make sure your audio system's working correctly. Okay, well, let's change the station a little bit.
Financial picture. Now taxes is getting and maximizing your refund.
You got some bass in there. Holy cow. These are actually way cool. What speakers are these? They're Bose. That makes sense. Anyway, that was really cool. You got your navigation system. You can connect your phone. You got, if it's missing anything, you can just download an app for that. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can toggle all your other features up here, towing, running boards, and on and on and on. So you got plenty of stuff to play with up there. Down here, you're going to have the wireless phone charger, as well as a couple other extra plugins. Got a butt ton of extra space in here, as well as a couple extra plugins down there as well. As far as interior condition goes, it's friggin' stellar. It looks fantastic. I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any stains, any discoloration, anything. So very, very nice in the interior. Yep, there's my manager's kid's car seat. So that's cool. There is not a sunroof in this one, so just so you know there. But yeah, so like I said, we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, we'll probably call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then this should be good for our video. All right, so I don't know. Oops. Sorry, I got a phone call. I hope I didn't bleep out there. All right, so I don't know how mechanically inclined you are, but regardless of how much you know about cars, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything about cars, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you've got like acid buildup all around the battery, if all the metal pieces are brown and covered in rust, and you got like spider webs and junk all over everything, then, you know, I'd probably ask some more questions at that point. That being said, this looks great. There's really not even dust on it. So 10 out of 10 under here. If you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood on an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions or there's anything that I missed that you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show anything on here. But for now, this is your new ride.